Hey guys, how's it going? C's here. I'm bringing you a little guide on how to play the Assault Kit in Battlefield 4. The Assault Kit pretty much acts as a medic type class, supplying medical aid to your teammates and reviving them when they're down with your defibrillators. But this is pretty much my favorite class. I like helping out my teammates and keeping the front line strong so that we can move up with a lot of men and capture objectives. But let's get into the assault rifles. You have a wide array to choose from, ranging from the AK-12, which is up here at the top, and the Bulldog all the way at the bottom that just got released in the Dragon's Teeth DLC. All these assault rifles are completely different from one another. They do not play the same, and if you try and play them the same, it will not work and you will be destroyed. You need to learn which niche and which category each rifle suits into. In order to be good with each and every assault rifle, you need to learn how each one of them plays and play them to the best of their ability. Don't try and reach outside of your playstyle and the playstyle of each of the rifles. In order to be completely effective with these rifles, you need to learn how to differentiate between the playstyles. But you also get your choice of carbines, DMRs, and shotguns, but I don't use the shotgun, so I don't have any unlocked, as you can see there. You have your choice of secondary. I'm going to use the CZ20 or the CZ75, my bad, because I haven't used it yet and I haven't unlocked anything with it. This is where it comes down to your gadgets. You have a choice of M26s right here, as you can see, and a choice of M320s up here. The M26s are an underslung shotgun that carry a wide array of rounds, and the M320s are a underslung grenade launcher, but I use the defibrillators to fit in with the role of the medic that the assault plays. But this is where it all comes down to, the medic packs. You start out with the first aid pack, which replenishes in intervals of 10 and is a lot less useful than the medic bag in my opinion. You have to wait, but this is the medic bag. It replenishes health constantly, and you don't need to worry about waiting for those intervals of 10 to stack up so that you can heal. It just heals constantly. Yeah, you have your choice of grenades, your choice of knife. I use the combat medic field upgrade because it's more geared around the medic than anything else, and you get to choose whatever camera you want. Yeah, that's pretty much a brief. Now let's talk about the relationship that you and your rifle are supposed to have. No, I'm not talking about making out with your rifle in the back of your car on a Friday night, but I'm talking about how you're supposed to be the best player that you can be with your assault rifle and use it to the best of its capabilities. Assault rifles are pretty much great for any range. They can reach out and touch the farthest areas of the map and still be very effective in close range as well. Most of the assault rifles have a very standard damage model, in which that being 25 maximum damage dropping down to 18 minimum damage at range. But assault rifles like the SCAR 8s that sacrifice their rate of fire for more damage do 32 maximum damage and drop off to a 25 minimum damage at range. A lot of the maps in Battlefield 4 are geared around the fact that you need to be versatile. There are many sightlines for long and close range combat, so you need to learn what to do in each and every scenario. Your versatility on the battlefield completely depends on what assault rifle you choose. If you're fighting at a distance or over a long range, it would be beneficial to use a slower firing, more accurate assault rifle than a bullet hose. But if you're fighting in close quarters combat, like in a building or just close quarters in general, that bullet hose will prove more useful than the slower firing weapon. A very effective way to control your shots and make sure that most of them land on target is to switch your fire mode. You do this by pressing down on the D-pad for Xbox and PS3 and V on the PC. This makes it so that each pull of the trigger or each click of the mouse only fires one bullet, giving you more control over your weapon. Now let's talk about this gameplay. Right now I'm using the SAR-21, which is a very slow firing weapon, but it is highly accurate at every single range. You barely have any vertical recoil with this weapon. It's perfect for putting a high magnification sight on and still being able to hit a lot of targets at long range. As you can see here, I'm picking off a lot of people with this SAR. It's very, very accurate, even though I am using a high magnification sight at a sort of CQB range. But as you can see here, it really shows the versatility of all the assault rifles, including this SAR. But here I end up running out of ammo and having to use my pistol to finish off one guy and end up getting killed by the other. But if I had killed him with my pistol, I still would have been able to go on with this defensive streak. Now let's talk about what actually makes the assault kit act like a medic. This thing is the med bag. Yes, this thing. Get used to using this med bag often because it is your best friend in the battlefield. Whenever you're down on health, just throw this thing down and wait a few seconds and you'll be at 100 soon. But the usage of the med bag isn't just for you. You need to supply it to your teammates when they ask for it, or you see the cross above their head. Check frequently for these crosses. Your teammates shouldn't have to yell, "Hey, I just got shot in the face and I need some serious band-aids" at you for them to get medical aid. In the battlefield, you're not the only one getting shot. Your teammates need help, and you're supposed to be there when they need it. There have been too many times where I needed medical help when I wasn't playing as the assault kit, and no one would give it to me. Be the medic that you need, and also be the medic that your team needs as well. Another fantastic upside of being an assault is that it will make your post-game screen look like this. You want your post-game screen to look like this. Alright guys, you're reaching the end of this guide. I think this is the most important part of being a medic though, or an assault that is, but it's reviving. There's always been a common misconception between assaults that DICE took out the quick 100 revive, which pretty much means that as soon as you slap the paddles down on the guy's chest, he's already at 100 health. But that was in good old Battlefield 3 days. In Battlefield 4, that's not the case. If you zap your buddy back into the battlefield just by pressing the button or clicking the mouse, it only brings them up with 20% health. This pretty much means that if you're hit with anything on the battlefield in that 20% health time span, you will be dead immediately. The enemy soldier can even run up to you and flick you in the back of the head and you'd be dead in an instant. In order to be a good reviver, you need to learn how to do this. Didn't see that? Well, here's it again in slow motion. Charge up your damn paddles. This simple little trick that very few people know in the game can make such a big difference on the battlefield. The longer you charge your defibrillators for, or however long you hold the button for, or hold the mouse button down for, is how much health they will come back with. As a medic, it's your job to keep the front line strong and healthy, so you need to revive your teammates to their full potential. Do this often and your name will go down in history. As you can see in this little clip here, there was only 2 people defending this front line, so I revived 2 of my buddies, now there's 4. I felt a lot more confident having 4 people to defend me than 2. But there are also some times where you have to use short revives instead of the long revives. When there's many people down in a very close proximity to you, just use short revives to pick them all up and then throw down a medical pack so they all can heal. This will make sure that you have as many people as you can on your side in the battlefield. Most battles in Battlefield, at least in console version which I play on, can be won solely on the fact that you outnumber the other players. Use this to your advantage so you can sweep the enemy team off its feet. Thank you for watching this guide, guys. I'll be doing a guide on every single class in Battlefield and maybe some vehicle guides as well, so look out for that. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and watch out for more content such as this. Love you guys. Peace.